Hi! Oh, look! Facebook says congratulations. This is your 25th broadcast. Well, that's good, I guess. Too bad I just did this and it didn't post, so now I get to do it again. That's okay. That's when you know you get another shot. So what's today all about? Well, if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. I guess that's a great title for this, but I have a point with it. So first of all, let me show you my little prop, because I carry props in my car. I don't know about you, but this is my little prop. So this is a pretty blue vase that sits on a bookcase in my TV room where I work out. And I use this vase especially for my body combat days, and it's my aim, right? It's where I aim my punches to, my kicks to. It sits right about face level, so it acts as a chin, a nose, cheekbones, the whole 9 yards. So when I'm throwing my punches especially, and I know if I'm doing an uppercut, or if I'm doing a hook, or if I'm doing a jab, I use that as a guiding force to know where I'm going, okay? Because if you've ever done body combat, it can be kind of quick, or if you've done kickboxing, it can be really quick, and some days you get tired and you go throw that punch. I'm like, woo, punch. You go throw that punch and it doesn't go where you want it to. And that's kind of the value of knowing where you're going, like where you need to be. And today's conversation, coaching from the Carpool. By the way, I'm Leslie, in case you don't know, with your Biz Rules coaching. So today's conversation really came from a power lunch that I went to with some other ladies. And we got on the concept of money, or talking about money, which was really interesting. And Laska Weiss, who's out there, actually talked about, I think it was a book called You Were Born Rich. And we were talking about the concepts of really some of the things that it tells you to do in this book, of really going down and costing out, if you will, everything you want from your life. If you've got big dreams, costing it out. Like, what does a vacation home in Spain look like? What is simmering in Costa Brava look like? How much money is that? What does it look like to be able to tithe, if you want to tithe to your church or some charity that you love and touches your heart? What does that look like? What does it look like to be able to pay for your children's education, college education in 3 years? What does that look like? Actually going through the process of putting dollars and cents to all those dreams and all those things you want to do. I am so on board with this. Okay, guys. It's a really interesting exercise to do. And there was one point in time where Ed and I, we need to do this again. I realized today we need to do this again. But there was one point in time where we had put some things, and there was like, okay, if you had $1,000 to spend today, and you had to spend today, what would you spend it on? And it was so interesting to do this with my husband, because it became obvious that there were some things that we wanted, or that we wanted, not always a need thing, but it was a want, and we could have it. We just weren't giving it to ourselves. It was really interesting. But it also starts to put this, like, why do I want to make six figures? Why do I want to make $500,000? Why do I want this money, right? Because we have a money number. What do I want to be able to do with it? If I need to save and have, I want $10 million in a retirement account, what does that mean? Entrepreneurs can be really bad savers, especially for retirement. What does this look like? Okay. So all this costing, you do it first, you do it personally. Second, you do it from a business standpoint, all right? Of when you know what kind of money you need to be generating and bringing home, you feed that back into your business, all right? And you plan for it to occur. So if you know that, if you think about it, let's say you want a personal income of $156,000. I chose a weird number for a reason, but you wanted that personal income. Well, what does that personal income mean? Like, if you were going to pay yourself, how much would you need to have revenue-wise, and then what kind of support would you need to generate that revenue? Yesterday we talked all about team. What kind of team would you need? And really start costing things out so that you get a good sense of what it will take. There's a couple of fun things that this does. I don't know. I think it's fun. when you go through this process, you can gut check your pricing and see if it's profitable, if it's actually at a place to generate the kind of income that you're looking to generate, because sometimes it's not, just straight up. You can also look at starting to get creative in finding ways to leverage in your business, finding ways to package in your business, new products that you could offer and be able to offer to clients, and it's a win-win situation. All of these things start to kind of come back. And so one of the first things that I'll work on with some clients, especially if we're working pricing or we need to do packaging or new product development or anything like that, is I actually have them go through this. Like, we kind of back things out so that we're building. Okay, here's the key. Here's where people mistake. We're building a business that will actually generate the results that we're looking for. This is a huge problem. Oftentimes there's such a disconnect, and I've talked about some of the disconnecting in some of the other coaching from the Carpools. But there's a disconnect between how we price, how we package, and the kind of lifestyle that we want. And we don't understand that until we do this kind of exercise. So if you need the pricing sheets and the back it out, it's called backing it out. How much will it take in backing it out? If you need that, let me know. Just shoot me an email at support, SUPPORT, at yourbizrules.com, and just ask for pricing worksheets. And I'll send those to you, and I'll send you a video on how to fill them out too. And you can do that. If you want to work with me, then let me know that too. I'd rather, I can walk you through that exercise pretty easily. So we do all of these things so that we can actually create the business that we want. And when you actually have that concrete numbers, dollars and cents in black and white, you'll feel funny. Number one, if you've got money issues, let's just say, if something's off in your money story, then you're not going to feel good about those numbers. I'm just going to let you know. That's probably an indicator that you need to work on that. I'm not that gal, but if you need somebody, let me know, because I know lots of people that work with money stories. I make you money, but I can't fix your money story. So, that'll do things, but it just offers up the opportunity to do inventive stuff, innovative stuff in your business, new ideas, and not get so pigeonholed into doing work just like everybody else is doing work. I hope that makes sense. So my mastermind, we had our first meeting last month. It was so cool. And the next month is in May 18th. My mastermind people are working on this. They're working on this whole, like, the numbers and getting some dollars and cents to things, because we're working on packaging, right? And I think when you do packaging, you really have to be good at the number side of it. So you're pricing for profitability. You're providing value, but you're pricing for profitability. So that's kind of what we're working on in the mastermind. So that's today's abbreviated. Oh, yay, Laska's coming tonight. So Laska brought it up easily, and I hope, Laska, you caught the little shout out I did about our conversation with the Addison's Women's Power Lunch this morning. But I have a meetup. I don't know if you know about it, but it's called the Six Figure Success Club Dallas. And we're meeting tonight, Tuesday, May 2nd at 5:30. And my guest speaker is actually Clint Fuquay, which you may have seen or know of him in the Dallas area. But we're talking really about health and wealth, because honestly, if you don't keep this going, then nothing else is going to keep going. And if there's nothing left of you by the time you're done building a business, it's not going to be worth having, I don't know. So health is really important, and I kind of liken it to that we treat our bodies as machines. We expect a lot out of them, but we don't always do a good job of doing the maintenance on it. So that's what we're talking about, health, and using that to gain and keep your wealth. So if you want to join us tonight, May 2nd at 5:30 at Asian Mint and 4th and 75. So my friend Nikki's establishment. If you've never been, the food is divine. So that's it today, guys. That's kind of a short coaching from the Carpool, but considering I had to do it twice, we'll just keep it short today. So that's it today. You don't have anything to do tonight? Join us at the Six Figure Success Club meetup. You need those pricing sheets and kind of documents. Email me at support@yourbizrules.com, and then join me back tomorrow. So if you like this, like it, share it, leave your comments. If you've got questions or ideas for the next coaching from the Carpool, let me know. So my name is Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching, and that's all for today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.